Shawty.
How are we all doing? Welcome to today's video. Thanks for joining us today. I'm excited that you're here, over with me, and I'm here with this car. I'm extremely excited that I've got this car on the channel. As you can probably see by the title, it's a 500 horsepower EE hatch from 1990. So something extremely rare, extremely special. I'm really excited for this. If you like these videos and you're not subscribed to the channel yet, don't forget to subscribe and like down below. Trust me, I've got loads more car features coming for you. Apologies about the wind noise today. It's a little bit windy, and also this car belongs to my friend Bash, who does have a YouTube channel. He's also behind the lens at the moment. So he does have a YouTube channel, and he also does have Instagram. So there you go. That's his YouTube channel right here. That's his Instagram right here. Go and give him a subscribe and a follow. And without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, we're inside the EF hatch.
EE9.
There we go, we're inside the EE9 hatch. Absolutely monster this is, mate. May I just say, before we introduce you, what an absolute beast this is. Absolutely love it, mate.
Thank you, mate.
We drove it a little bit on the way here, and oh my god, mate, I'm absolutely myself, to be honest.
Let's just say there's a Ferrari that might be slightly embarrassed.
Oh yeah, mate, up to 70 miles an hour, you know, on the motorway, challenge a Ferrari 488, and it's gone quite well.
Yeah, it's gone quite well, man. I was happy, mate.
Without further ado, let's go and talk a little bit about, you know, the specs of this car and essentially what it's about. And let's start off with, what have you done to the engine? What's with the turbo and the fueling?
Okay, so obviously turbo and fueling. The turbo is a GT3582R.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone's not gonna like this. eBay.
Oh, eBay spec, controversial stuff.
But it does what it does, you know.
Yeah.
I got plans for it anyway. I was gonna rebuild the core from a place in Nottingham anyway if it goes wrong. So
yeah, 100%.
There's plans there, you know. There's a cheap way of getting a genuine Garrett, really. So you know,
exactly.
There's ways around that side of things. I've got a custom made manifold for this car because of the lack of clearance, and you guys will see that in the cinematic pictures and stuff. Anyway, it's a super tight engine bay.
Put that on the screen now. There you go.
There you go. Yeah. And then so that custom manifold was made for the car. Obviously then you got the GT35 Turbo. You got a tile, once again eBay replica wastegate. It's a 44mm MRV wastegate, once again tile replica. You got a 50m tile replica blow off valve. A lot of these parts are eBay. People don't like using eBay parts, but honestly, if you go for the right thing, it will work.
100%, I agree, especially if it's a sort of a running project car that you're working on, and you know that, you know, in case something goes wrong, you've got a chance of, you know, you've got your daily car, and then you can sort of sort this out on the side, and then, which you do have your daily KO, so, you know if something goes wrong, you've got a plan of what you're going to do instead, and how you're going to sort it out, basically. And may I say, everything's working absolutely fine, everything's working perfect. Wastegate, you know, like you said, it's a replica, but it sounds perfect.
Yeah, I mean, all the parts work, you know. It's like the wastegate, for example, is 90 quid or something, and they can get a genuine for £350. But then, in all honesty, if the replica one works, and obviously you have no issues, then why would you spend the extra £300?
Fueling stuff, how does it work? What sort of fuel pump have you got? All that sort of stuff. What parts have you used?
Okay, so for the fuel tank, I've got a Walbro 255 fuel pump. I did have a 450 in there. We had a bit of issues with the car being a bit problematic.
Yeah.
It wasn't a fuel pump, so I left the 255 in there, but I do have a Walbro 450 as well.
Yeah.
Either pump will work fine, to be fair, for like 500-600 horsepower. So you're fine, you know, if you want to build a Civic Turbo. 255 pump will do the job. Fuel lines are standard, fuel rail is standard. I've got Bosch 1000cc EV14 injectors.
Okay.
I've got a OBX fuel pressure regulator, and I've bumped up the fuel pressure a bit, so it's above what standard pressure is.
Yes.
Standard on Hondas is 43.5. That's kind of the average. Mine's around 65 or so. So bumped up by about 10-20 psi, just to get that bit more extra fueling. So that's pretty much the fuel side of things, really.
To be honest, for the little ride that we've had so far, it hadn't had, you know, any fueling issues. It was just starved of fuel, nothing like that. So from what I've seen so far, it runs absolutely perfect. It runs really actually reliable, which is...
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean, it's had its issues, you know.
Teething issues. You have to bed it in, you know.
Yeah, it's had its issues and stuff, but we've gone through it, because obviously I've had it on the road for a few months, so I've drove it, you know, gave you a bit of abuse as you do a Honda.
Yeah.
And you guys will probably see that.
Insert the clip now. Yeah.
I did have a case where I blew the gearbox.
Well, with this amount of power, to be honest, mate, I'm not even surprised. Like.
Let's just say I seen a car, we had a bit of a laugh, and then I won, but my gearbox didn't win.
At least you won, though.
Yeah. But I got a mate who's also got EFs and stuff, and he's got a DC2 Integra, and me and him are good friends and stuff. His name's Shane Evans.
There you go, shout
I
out.
swear he was, Shane was on Monkey London.
Was he?
Yeah, he went up there and helped him with one of his cars.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so shout out Shane, thanks for that gearbox, man. He sorted me out with an S9B gearbox.
Okay.
It didn't have a diff, but it had the casing and the spare gears and stuff. That's all I needed,
100%,
really.
yeah.
So he hooked me up with that. You know, you got to have that community.
Exactly, mate. This is what it's all about. That's why I love to build this channel up, and that's why I love to, you know, growing more with the channel. And we all just become friends. As we meet together, you know, we become friends. We then meet on later on in the future, and we always, you know, still talk even after the features. It's not like we do a feature and we never talk again. We always keep talking. We always stay in touch. We always meet after at caravans and stuff like that. So that's what it's all about, you know.
Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, you've been talking a while since I've, you know, first messaged you, and I've seen that 725 brake EP3 video. You guys need to watch that. That thing is an animal.
Absolute monster. Who helped you with the map and all that stuff?
So basically, there's a YouTuber. His name's James Moore. He's an American guy, and basically he's got 2 YouTube channels. One of them's called Texas Honda Channel, which is where he does a lot of his Honda stuff. Yeah. Where, you know, he's messing about with his cars, his engines, his tuning, all that sort of thing. And he's got another YouTube channel called James D Guy, I think it is. Okay, yeah, and that's where he does a lot of videos of, you know, like paint spraying cars and stuff. Yeah. So I seen one of James's videos of Michael tuning his car and stuff. You know, like remote tuning, street tuning and stuff. And obviously I messaged him saying, yo James, you know, I'm a subscriber, I follow you, etc. I got a car in the UK, pretty unique one-off car, you know, there's not many of these 100%. Around in the UK. And as far as I'm aware, none of them have really gone forged engine turbo, etc. So then obviously spoke to him about it. He goes, yeah, Michael might be able to map it, you know, here's his Facebook, message him. So then I messaged Michael, absolute godsend, honestly. He is so patient, so supportive, legend, so much customer service. He did my tune and is a remote tune. So if anyone wants mapping from him, honestly, go to Michael. Even if it's, you know, message me on Instagram or whatever, I'll sort something out for you guys, because he does remote tuning. He can do street tuning and dyno tuning. So he offers something that we already don't even get in the UK.
There we go.
Because a lot of people need to take a dyno, to get a dyno session done, they want to get a recovery truck to drive it down to them.
Exactly.
But then if you want to go down there, do a break-in tune, come back again later, turn up and come back again later.
It's a lot of time. Yeah, it takes up a lot of time.
It's a lot of recovery. It's a lot of hassle, headache, tuning, dyno time, and they always charge you for it. As Michael, he's just kind of like super easy going, laid back, really supportive. Man, honestly, I cannot sing enough praises for Michael and James, man. I'm also happy if you guys want to ask me any questions. I'll be happy to, you know, help you out with your builds and stuff, whatever. As long as you're all a car community.
Exactly,
man.
That's it. That's what it's all about. Positivity in the car community.
100%, man, 100%. So if you guys have any questions, ask Dave, ask me. We support, man, 100%.
Exactly, mate. Yeah. What sort of tyres and a brake setup have you got running on this?
Okay, so brakes, because this is an IVT chassis, so it's the one that comes originally with the B-Series A1, a B16 A1. This comes with 262 discs on the front. I've gone for bigger 282mm discs.
Yes.
And they're MGZR discs. Okay. So you stay 4x100. That's kind of the setup for, obviously, like if you want to stay 4x100 on a Honda, you just get MGZR discs, the 2.5 V6, 282mm, and you just get like drilled and grooved ones, which is what I've got. I know people don't like drilled and grooved because there's rumours of them cracking and stuff, but that's if you're like doing a track day. This is more of a straight line drag build.
How about the suspension? Was it suspension? Is there any coilovers or anything like that?
Yeah, if you've got yellow speed coilovers, once again, they're quite well known in the Honda.
Oh yeah, I've heard obviously of them, you know. I think the majority of people having this, especially in Jap community.
Yeah, they're pretty big with Hondas, and this kind of going towards Evos and Scoobies a bit. Because I've got a couple mates with Evos and Scoobies, and they've kind of heard of, you know, yellow speed and stuff.
Like multi-function.
Yeah, they're a really good brand, coilover. So I've got those, and then for camber, I've got hard race camber arms. For the front upper camber arms, the hard race, and I've obviously done the camber setup to -1.5 degree. Anyone who wants the technical information, that's more of a fast road setup. For me, it's not applicable because we don't really go fast road around bends. We more go fast road straight.
Basically just 70 miles an hour in a straight line. That's all we do. That's all we do. That's all we do. And also it's Mexico and Germany. Germany, Autobahn. It's Autobahn in Germany.
My God, Mexico.
Mexico. For those of you interested, go check out the comment section. It'll be on a little spec sheet. And yeah,
that's pretty much it, man. CSS, forged block, pistons, rods, bearings, head's got valves and valve train in it and stuff. But obviously he'll add everything in there anyway. But that's all you guys really want to know is how am I making the power I'm making.
Essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so that's all it is. CSS, pistons, rods, bearings, and then just valves and valve springs, really.
Alright guys, so, and you know, as you said, essentially, you want to shout out some people, basically, that helps you with this build. So, who do you want to shout out? Let's put Instagram and the YouTube stuff here.
Yeah, so obviously this is the parts company, so I want to shout out Funky Power. Hernan at Funky Power has looked after me with the parts, man.
Oh yeah.
Give them a shout, give them a follow. They will definitely look after you on price. Even just say, look, you know, Bash referred me or whatever. He will look after you. They're really great. They helped me out with a lot of the parts for the build. And then also want to shout out Talk GT. A friend works there, Matt Beardmore. He looks after me, man. Honestly, good customer service from Talk GT. Great customer service from Funky Power. These two guys are awesome. And then obviously, as you guys seen, you got the teardrop in the exhaust. That was done by a close friend of mine, Dennis Summerfield at D&D Projects. I want to say thanks to him as well. And there's another person, James at JW Engineering in Tamworth. He does a lot of engine building stuff.
Oh yeah.
He actually did the triangle valve cut on the valves for me.
Alright.
So he does a lot of engine stuff as well. So if you guys ever need engines building or like block bores or cylinder head skims, triangle valve cuts, any kind of like proper motorsport like engineering like stuff related to your car, shoot James at JW Engineering up towards Tamworth way.
Shall we take it out on the road?
Yeah, man, let's see how things go.
Yeah, let's do it. Alright guys, we're getting out on the road now. I'm absolutely myself.
I am a bit as well, mate.
Scary stuff. I'm fucking scared for my life now. I'm holding onto the handle just in case. We're still...
I'm a bit scared as well, man. I'm still trying to get used to the car myself, but don't worry, we won't die.
We won't die, hopefully. Okay, oh my god.
There we go, get both arms out, we good yet?
Oh. Okay, oh my god. Jesus Christ, the terror in my eyes right there, mate. Oh my god. I don't know what's just happening. I have no... Mate.
Once the pods even drop, man.
Yeah, mate, the boost gauge and stuff drop. I can smell petrol everywhere. This is mental. Oh my god, mate. Jesus Christ, this thing is brutal. This thing feels so fast just because it's fast, don't get me wrong, but it's also because it's so old.
Yeah.
And it's so
light.
tinny and light. Yeah, mate, it feels brutal. Oh my god, the power delivery in this thing is absolutely insane. Holy shit! What is this, mate? Oh my god! That's brutal, mate! This is one of the most insane things I've ever experienced in my life. This is absolute insanity, mate. Oh my god!
Third gear rolling burnouts.
Jesus Christ! You see the fire, mate? They're spitting fire through the exhaust, mate. Mate, that teardrop bonnet exhaust is one of the most amazing, brutal things I've ever seen, mate. Yeah,
it's pretty sick. Because you've got ignition cut on the rev limiter. So when you get an ignition cut, it just pops and bangs.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Mate, and it just spits fire everywhere.
Oh god, yeah.
Insert the anti-lag clip here. Oh, the downshift sounds so good on this.
Yeah.
Ooh, it sounds mean.
Hondas love a good blip on the downshift.
They really do. The brakes are good, as we just found out.
Yeah, they're good brakes, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Holy shit, mate! Oh, the fire, mate! It was spitting fire! Man, this is like a dragon just spitting fire. This is brutal.
She's got that sauce, man. She's got that sauce.
Mate, this is mind-blowingly fast. Oh, Jesus Christ! it's like you get tunnel vision as soon as you put your foot down. I'm just spinning back to the seat and everything just moves so fast and my brain doesn't comprehend this. Oh my god. Oh, the rev match is. He loves it.
It's got to be done in a Honda, man.
It's got to be done. Oh, that's the road. Oh my god. This thing, mate, brutal.
That was me easing into it. That wasn't full throttle.
Oh, mate, I didn't even feel like it. Oh my god, this thing's brutal. Holy Christ. Oh my god, mate. This is mental. What is going on? This is one of the craziest things I've ever experienced in my life. Oh my god.
I'm glad it held up during that point.
Mate, I'm glad it held up.
I'm glad it held up.
I'm glad we're still alive right now. How did a horse figure? Horse figure?
Horse figure?
How did a horse figure come about?
Insert horse figure here.
Insert the horse. But how did a horsepower figure come across? Like 500 horsepower, that's a bit of a, you know, specific number basically.
Yeah, well basically Michael obviously, as he's talking about the dude who mapped my car, he's done a lot of Honda turbos and stuff like that, so we kind of just guessed it because we took it on a dyno where it was making 347 with no VTEC.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So obviously VTEC adds about, you know, 100 to 200 horsepower or whatever.
Yeah.
So when he tuned it, he said we're estimating, you know, on 26, 25 PSI peak.
Okay.
You hit 25 and then it holds 23, 24 average, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
With the ignition timing, all that sort of stuff, he goes, you're estimating around 470 up to 480. Obviously, it's an estimate, guys. I can't give you like a dead accurate figure.
Exactly, yeah.
Because it's street tuned.
Until it's been on a proper dyno, like a proper rolling dyno.
Which I do want to obviously get it on a dyno eventually.
Yeah.
Obviously, next week I'm going Santa Pod, so I can't go there.
There we go, yeah.
But when I go Santa Pod and I launch it, and you do the quarter mile, you know what horsepower it is anyway.
Exactly, yeah. Oh Jesus Christ, this thing surprises me, mate. I've already felt the power, mate. It surprises me every single time, mate. Oh, mate, the flutter. That sounded so good.
Yeah, Nichols third. VTEC.
Jesus Christ, mate, this I just can't get over it. I can't get over how fast this is, mate. Guys, just so you know, I was also offered to drive it. But to be honest with you, it's fucking scares the shit out of me, mate.
Yeah.
The thing scares the shit out of me. I'm not.
Scares the shit out of me.
Honestly, and you drive it so much. I've never drove it, so in the future, I might do a video just driving this, but I'm not sure if, like, right now, I feel confident enough to drive this, to be honest. Alright guys, well that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was an exciting video, mate. Once again, thank you for that, mate.
No worries,
what a video that was. Shout out to all the guys that, you know, we shouted out in the video. Everyone that helped to build this car. And shout out to Bash again. Once again, his Instagram will be right around here somewhere. So once again, thanks for that. And obviously we'll definitely see this car on the channel in the near future again. And I'd like to, you know, drive it as well and just give it a little go. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like down below if you haven't. If you're not subscribed and you're watching the videos, that's obviously I've got loads more car features coming on the channel. Some great exciting cars just like this and the previous videos.
Guys, obviously, you know, like and subscribe, you know, follow him, share him, follow me, share me if you want. You know, Dave's proper honest, down to earth, genuine guy, man. So
cheers,
no, honestly, legit.
My ego's getting stroked now. My ego is growing.
No, honestly, you are. You're safe geezer, man. Like, you know.
I just love cars. I just like making friends. I love making friends. I love cars too, you know.
That's all it's about, really. So yeah, just like, share, subscribe, and just thanks for the opportunity. And you know, if you want to follow me, guys, you know where I am.
Definitely go follow him,
Yeah.
and we'll see you guys in the next one then.
Yeah.